Hey guys, Marissa at kitchentablestamper.com. I found these cowtail minis at my Dollar Tree. You can get them also on Amazon. These are a 4-ounce bag for $1.25. You can get 2 pounds of them on Amazon. You can get caramel apple, strawberry, so lots of fun possibilities here with themes. But I am going Cutest Cows all the way. This is our treat box today. It holds 3 or 4 of these little cowtails just perfectly. And for those of you who are members of my card club for cool people, spoiler alert, this is a sneak peek, a spoiler for March's card club. All right, so let's get started with our project today. I've got some basic white cardstock for the base of my box. Let's get our Simply Scored tool in here. And this one is 6.5 by 7. This is our treat box right here, our template. And this was originally designed for a multi-purpose liquid glue. So that's what fits too. At Kitchen Table Stamper, we love to know what fits. All right, let's do our scoring on the 7.5 inch side at 1/2, 1.5, and then we're gonna do the other 7.5 inch side at 1/2 and 1.5. Then we're gonna rotate to the 6 inch side and we're gonna score at 1, 2 3/4, 3 3/4, and 5.5. Let's work these score lines with a bone folder and trim it according to the template. If you're new to Kitchen Table Stamper, we have printable project sheets for all of our projects on the blog, kitchentablestamper.com. We'll link below in the description to the blog post. When you get there, you'll see the embedded YouTube video, and right underneath that is a button that says today's project sheet. When you click that, it'll give you a download, a PDF download. You can print it, you can save it. It'll have a picture of this template right on the project sheet and all the measurements that you need. So there's no need to scramble, write everything down. You can check out the project sheet. The template picture will be on there so you know exactly how to trim along with measurements, so you know exactly what size and where to score. All right, so we've got our treat box and work all the score lines. I'm gonna grab some paper snips and we'll trim according to our template. I like to start with this 1/2 inch toward me, and we've got 4 rectangles here in the corner. Let's cut those out. We're gonna go straight along this biggest rectangle and then a little bit of an angle here, because this square is a glue tab and that angle keeps the bulk down when we're putting the box together. Same thing in the other corner. Now we've got this bigger rectangle, 2 squares, one on either side. Let's cut straight along the rectangle. And then another very slight angle on the square. Then we can cut off this little rectangle. And we'll do that for the other 3 tabs. All right, there's our box. Let's get a corner rounder here. We're gonna round the tuck tab for this largest panel, the front tab. And we're also going to round the tuck tabs that go into the box from the sides. All right, now we're going to assemble with some tear and tape adhesive. I'm going to put adhesive on the squares here. Oh, I almost forgot my little thumb notch. Before we assemble, let's take a 1/2 inch circle, 3/4 inch circle, whichever you like, and we're going to punch a little thumb notch for easy opening right there. Okay, remove the liner from the adhesive and then bring up the front and the back. Nice square corners there, burnish. Same on the other side. And now we can pop some candies in the box. And we'll close it up and set aside. Let's do some embossing. I got a sneak peek of a new product here. I have the Zinnia 3D embossing folder here. This is going to be available for customers in March as an online exclusive. You'll find the online exclusives. There's an amazing variety of products there right now. Marisa Alvarez StampinuP.net, and then click on menu, products, and online exclusives, and that's where you'll find a bunch of products that aren't in any publication. Really fun thing. Stampin' Up! Adds new products 3 times a year. All right, so we're gonna pop the petal pink. This is measurement will be on the project sheet, but 1.5 by 4 1/4. We're gonna pop that into this new Zinnia 3D embossing folder. Pop that on there. There's a whole suite of products that the Zinnia embossing folder is part of. Really awesome new offering that's coming your way in March. Now, if you have ever thought about becoming a demonstrator, it's a wonderful time to join. You can get a $99 starter kit with $125 in product and the Glass Mat Studio, or a $99 starter kit for $25 worth of product plus a $30 product bonus. And you can add these Zinnia products, the pre-order, right into your starter kit. All right, so there's our Zinnia background. And I've got a little strip here of Sunny Days Designer Series paper. This is a great way to add a little interest and use up the scraps. Here's the multicolor floral, and today I'm going to use the strawberry. This is 1/2 inch by 1 1/4, and I'm just going to glue that my Zinnia embossed paper. There is a gorgeous Designer Series paper pack that goes with the Zinnia beautiful sequins, a bundle. You can check it out if you go to MarisaAlvarez.StampinUp.net. If you're not a demonstrator and you click join, you can take a sneak peek at all the products that are available for demonstrators to pre-order. And if you decide to, buy a starter kit while you're there. MarisaAlvarez.StampinUp.net, and then click join. You'll go through the process, and then you'll be able to see all the pre-order products that are available for demonstrators only. So if you want a sneak peek, that's a good way to go do it. All right, I'm rolling up the corners a little bit. Gonna grab some more tear and tape, then stick a strip across the bottom here and across the top. Having the greatest view right now. My video station kind of looks out at a window a little bit to that side, but in front of me. And all the chickens are right out in the grass outside the window. And I don't know if you can hear the smile on my face. But it's so much fun to watch them digging around and picking in the grass. All right, I got black and white gingham ribbon here. I love the gingham with the cow, can't resist. And we're gonna do a little cheater. Instead of wrapping the whole box or wrapping the lid, we're gonna just wrap the layer, this decorative layer. We're gonna pop that around so it covers that edge of the Designer Series paper, and then stick it right in the tear and tape. Now we're gonna do liquid glue between the 2 strips of tear and tape, and we're gonna pop this right on the lid of our box. Oh dear, the fat blonde one just went running, and I don't know why. Oh, you guys, so much fun. I love those birds. All right. Got that, and we'll give that a second to dry and stick, and we're gonna do some stamping. Let me put these guys over here for a minute and get Stampin' Pierce Matte, because Cutest Cows is photopolymer, and Memento Tuxedo Black, and then I've got the body of the cow. This is a 1.5 inch strip, and that's kind of important because it just makes it really easy to use in the builder punch. So I like to do the body on one end and then the head on the other end. And then once I punch them, I'll know exactly where I have a clean, not unpunched spot for stamping my rooster. All right, I got a little tag here and the word hi. Hi is from Just My Type. It is a stamp set in the Stampin' Up! Annual catalog right now. And the little tag that I just used, you'll find that one in Meadow Dies, if you're looking for that little tag. I'm gonna slide that aside for a minute, and we're gonna do some coloring. Let's see here. I'm gonna just color the cow spots with basic black Stampin' Blends. I'm gonna do the spots, the hooves, that tassel at the end of the tail, and the bangs or fringe on the cow's head. We're gonna have a kind of a classic black and white cow. I like the light basic black for most of the coloring. I think that the dark one just kind of blacks it out. It looks too inky. It loses any sort of dimension. So all I do is just add a little bit to fill with the light basic black, and then a little line for a shadow, and let them blend themselves. I don't even really go back and blend anything. I just touch the little shadow, which just gives it a little bit of dimension. I love the punch bundle because you can make a lot of these really fast, especially when you're just coloring the hooves, the spots, and the hair, and then punch them all out. It goes real fast. Punch bundles are the best for making lots of treats. All right, now we're gonna do just a quick switch to light petal pink. And we're gonna do the muzzle, snout, muzzle, and the ears with a little light petal pink. And let's get the punch. I'm going to cover this ink pad because we're gonna have a Cutest Cow confetti party in just a minute. And see, so the 1.5 inch or 1 3/4 inch strip is perfect. See how easy? You can get the head right in there, and then the body. You've got a handle at both ends, and the builder punches always eat up a little bit of paper around them, but now we've got this clean space where we can stamp our rooster. And let's just face it, the cow's cute, but that's the star of the show, don't you think? Maybe it's just me and my strong affinity for chickens, but I do think that he's pretty much the star of the show. All right, let's get some Poppy Parade. I've got light and dark, dark Daffodil Delight, and then light basic black, and we're just gonna add some splash of color. Yellow on the beak. I did do a little bit of blending on the comb and the wattles, and couldn't resist because it gives just a little bit of dimension for such simple coloring. I did a complete fill with the light and then just dab a little shadow right along the head of the chicken, and then we're gonna fill in these tail feathers here with the light basic black. So cutie. All right, let's pop this guy out. We're gonna give him a little fussy cut. Oh, we just committed the biggest crime of the whole possibility. Did you guys see what I just did? If you didn't catch that, or if you don't follow and don't know, just use the ribbon scissors to cut paper. Don't tell. Ooh, that's no good. All right, I'm cutting just a little bubble cut, little white edge around my rooster because when we punch the cow, it has a white edge around it. So we want a kind of a matching style there. There's my little cutie, my high tag. Let's get this out and bring our little treat box back in. If you saw me do this live earlier today, you'll know I forgot this step, so I'm not even going to take a chance. I've got some basic black cardstock and my bow punch here. I'm going to punch this sprig. I love how this makes sure that we have brought this Cutest Cow into more of a farm realm and out of the baby, you know, the baby realm. We want this to have kind of a country feel and not necessarily heard you had a baby. So the Cutest Cows, here's our stamp set. You've seen the punch, and one last product to show you here. I've got a little flower, and we cut that using this little die from the Bright Skies dies, which is actually the dies that coordinate with the designer series paper that we're using today. All right, let's do a little fancy trick with our ribbon. So instead of wrapping ribbon all the way around the box or all the way around the lid, we just did the loop across the panel. And so now we'll take our ribbon and slide underneath. We're gonna loop, swoop over the top, tuck in that space that you're holding and pull. And now we've got a little bow, kind of a cheater, but it saves a lot of ribbon versus tying the whole thing. Now is fair time to use the ribbon scissors. Let's cut that away from the spool and clean up the other end. Got our little high tag. I'm gonna get just a couple of inches of linen thread here, maybe 6, 8 if you've got some dexterity issues. You know, you want a little bit more room because we're gonna thread it under the ribbon. I went first through the tag, now under the ribbon, and then we're going to bring the ends up and tie a thread knot. And you can snip off the excess, and let's get some dimensionals and glue dots. Gonna take a little dimensional and put it on the back of my tag and stick my tag so that it stays exactly where I want it. And then a mini glue dot on the flower. I'll put that right on the tag. And I'm gonna put my sprig with a mini glue dot, lift it, and then I'm gonna tuck it right underneath. There's our little sprig. Next up, our body, the cow's body. We're going to put that on with liquid glue, or you could use more tear-in tape here if you want to. Just the body, don't go down the tail because the tail goes just a little bit past the fold. You don't want sticky adhesive exposed. And get those feet right down there with that ribbon and let it hold and let it grab. Now I'm going to put dimensional on the back of the cow's head right in the middle because the ear goes off the edge, you can see, and one on the rooster right in the middle because he's right up against the fold here, as you can see. So I'm going to keep our adhesive in the center. We're going to pop the little head on our cow. Make sure you got it over and tilted enough so you've got room to pop the little rooster up on his rump. So cute. Last touch. We're almost done. I've got these, what are they called? Petal Pink and Pretty Peacock foil gems. They have big chunky gold foil in them. It's gorgeous. And we're gonna add one of those. I'm doing the Pretty Peacock, and there's not really any Pretty Peacock in the designer series paper. It's shaded spruce and pool party, but I like the little pop that gives, the little bit darker color. And that is our treat box, you guys. I hope that you'll give it a try. If you use your Stampin' Up! Supplies and you make this treat box, share at our Kitchen Table Stamper Craft Social. It's our little corner of Facebook. Facebook.com/groups/Kitchen Table Stamper Craft Social. We're looking forward to seeing what you do with the box template. If you've got any questions about the join promotion, the project, if there's anything I can do to help you stay crafty, email marissa@kitchentablestamper.com. And to shop Stampin' Up! 24/7, you can buzz over to marisaalvarez.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.